Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus once again. Thank you so very much for giving me just your moment in time. Hope you get something out of this that's worthwhile. I just came back from dropping my kid off to school, and I was coming back and I was thinking about the latest message I told you is that this nation was under the spell of evil, and as such, I would not be complying with rules and regulations that work against me. And I do that in protection of the truth and understanding of the love and the power that God has given me as a sovereign to resist and to be able to do it without fear. Or even if I was fearful, to do it with courage. And so as I was coming back, I thought about the kind of things that I was witnessing this morning that would probably make it a little bit easier for me to speak to you about those kinds of things. Now, I know when I told you about enabling. You know, this country, as far as I can see, has always been an evil nation. You see, how in the world could you go into a place and take the people's land and you benefit from it and they suffer? And that is the principal practice of the day. How is it that you could take away the woman's rights to have a voice, to speak her mind, to address those things that concern her, and rather submit to a man telling her about what she can and cannot do or what is important? How is it that you could have a whole nation of people used as slaves to profit for you, to benefit for you at their loss, and you do this stuff for hundreds of years and get away with it? It's causing pain and suffering to others without caring, but it happens so long it doesn't seem to be wrong, because everybody, most of the people that lives is living in a time when that stuff was already existing, so you just thought it was normal. And so that can be quite confusing to try to speak to people. But what is happening in America today with with this evil spirit over it, as I mentioned, starting in a visible way that everybody should be able to see it, was at the presidential election of 2016. And I was listening, and I'm watching all of this stuff that's happening. And I have already deduced this to mean Satan is running the show. And as I was coming back, I was thinking about the people who, at least half of the nation, even more than half the nation, might feel this way. And the problem is that they don't know the path to truth, or they reject it. They're looking at their path, which just takes them a little bit different. It's like a Republican and Democrat, as we understand it to be. Just take it a little bit different, and so you think it's better, but it's not. And as I was coming back, I'm looking at the people driving their kids to school, dropping their kids off, and routinely going to work and stuff like this, and I'm thinking to myself, now this is what is happening. This represents what has always happened. Evil is on the throne. Hell is being broke loose, and people going right along as if there's nothing wrong. Even though they complain, they're going right along as if there's nothing wrong. And for everything that they thought that might have been okay, that would be turned around because of the policies of this particular manifestation of evil, as the lies that the evil tells, as the bigotry that evil usually promotes, the racism that evil promotes, and people going right along as if nothing is going on. And so if that, and when that becomes solidified as in the past, it becomes normal to the people who just going right along. These are the people, as I mentioned to you, you call good people. Good people who say, well, I got nothing to do with this evilness. That isn't right. I'm just going on with my routine. And see, that's the good people. They don't do anything to change things, and the next thing you know, what you thought was bad now is normal. And it's the same thing. The things that you thought wouldn't get away, wouldn't bother you too much, are the same things that will lead you to the pain and suffering that you have allowed others to exist. In other words, it allow you to go straight to hell like everybody else you stood back and watched go to hell. Now you're in hell. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying to you is that we are all playing a role. Now, for me, it's having enough understanding to see and recognize what's going on, having enough courage and faith in a power bigger than America to stand up and resist America, knowing the repercussions. I know how America will attack me for standing up against it. The same reasons that you won't stand up and attack it. The difference between you and I is that I have a faith in something else. Your faith is in money and in a nation. Money and a nation. Your nation is going to do the right thing. And if it doesn't, as long as you got enough money, it's going to be okay for you. And to hell with everybody else. Well, that's what hell is like. So I hope that the fact that I might be reaching some of you this morning who got up taking your kids to school, who got up eating breakfast if you could, with an egg and a piece of sausage, a steak and a cup of coffee, maybe some grits or something like that. I hope that those of you who are going to your city jobs, who are going to the jobs that you thank God for, by hearing this, at least the message that I've shared with you this morning, it might take you a step closer to understanding what is meant by good people doing nothing. The only people, I used to say, the only people that recognize what, I'm not going to even go there. I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I didn't waste your time. Thank you very much.